Hello! I forgot to turn the music on. There it is. Okay. If you also like turning music on, remember to subscribe and like and comment if you're watching this later on YouTube. That's it. Alright, I should probably post everything. It feels like years since I last streamed. But it wasn't. It was a week. Less than a week. My goodness. Time flies when you're having fun. And fruit flies like a banana. True story. If you do not believe me, look it up on the internet. Do not use AI assistants, because they will tell you lies about the fruit flies. And that will be terrible. That would be terrible. To be lied to about the flies? Hello, the Duker. Hello, Driver, and hello, Marcel. My Twitch player is acting up. Please show the video. There we go. Okay, what were we doing? We were posting this... Okay, great. Alright, Chrome is stupid. Every time I click off... Every time I click off my stream manager, the stream freezes, so that's great. That's great! I love it! I feel it in my body. Whee! 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 This is the most energetic. What? What the hell is happening? What are people doing? Oh, right. I need to blurg. Right. I'm getting distracted now. I'm getting distracted. Yep, and great. Chrome's been updated, and the Twitch player doesn't work properly, does it? I need to keep reloading it. Well, there's nothing for it but to keep doing it. Right, the hub. There's a new version of Maffa to look at, new entry in the workshop. Good point. I need to... Thank you for reminding me to check the workshop. Pluto, no. Up. There it goes. Man, I hope the stream's actually working. Okay. Alright, so there's... Did I pin that? That has been pinned. Spam, 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 spam. Delightful spam. Damn. Okay, what do we do here? Where do we go now? Where do we go now? Well then. Okay, let's go here. And here. And I need to go over... Where do I need to go? There. Yeah, workshop, workshop, workshop. Please enjoy this main menu. How are we doing today? So, in fact, removing repair bots from Stone Knight. Yes, stream is working well. Thank goodness. Twitch! Why? So if I click off, it's frozen. Well then. Well, we're gonna have to... Please stop wigging out, camera. Alright, from the depths, workshop. Here we go. Here we go. I'm not tired, you're tired. Right, gotta go through all the factions. How I know. Also, thank you to Cyrus Place for reminding me that the Previer needs to be, that the Previer on the spreadsheet needs to be updated. I have done that. And there is a lost VOD now because I downloaded the wrong one. And so yeah, like, you know, last week was a bit rough. It was a bit rough on me, and so I did sloppy work. Why is there... I simply demand shenanigans on the main menu. It is our right as people who like shenanigans. Whoa. Right, what is this? Alright, the Swordfish has been updated. And the Shrike has been updated as well. Neat, alright. Well, we're not looking at Freedom vehicles that much, I guess. Made and uploaded with approval from the original craft author. Okay. Okay, then. Ooh, Swordfish. Man, I hope it was updated with the notes I had on it. Otherwise, that's gonna be embarrassing. Hello, yes, sometimes the main menu will just storm itself. Not sure why it happens in Niter too. I mean, we're in Niter right now. Okay, nope. I slept very badly last night, so this is a tired-wise stream, which is almost the default stream, or so it feels like. Swole, and then Stone Light. And what did people say? Alright, updated Mafdet. Was during its initial semi-acceptance and also general fixes as I've noticed them. Yeah. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Nuke spawner, Parkside, aesthetic additions, breathing aside, movement spawner, preemptively removed repair bots and tissue nation that have been being removed, very good. Much better ability to maintain proper circle distance, mostly by switching maneuver. Bear streaks not worth listing on their own. Very good. Very good, let's get to it. Very good. I was gonna say, every stream is a tired stream. It's because I stream in the morning and, like, I never sleep well. I never sleep well! Ah! Okay, we got stuff to look at, so we should look at it. Firstly, I'm gonna make sure that my freaking thing is actually working. Right, so first things first, in no particular order. So, there's that. So, Shrike goes here. And then, what was the Shrike? New Swordfish goes here. And new Mafdet goes here. Then we switch over to Plutono, or Putono, as rude people like to call it. There's very little poo in it, I swear. Meow, driver. And hello, Neckerboy Blue. Can we get a shout out for Neckerboy Blue, please? Assuming that Twitch Mobile is cooperating at all. Okay, first things first, let's sport. Nope, wrong. I am not tired. Oh, jeez, I really did sleep badly, didn't I? Blech. Blech. The people do. I've had 2 cups of coffee, including a mocha pot coffee. Because me friend was over and we tried it and it worked okay, I guess. Ah, wisdom. The sleepy wisdom is try not to wear pajama pants which are too insulating because it means your legs are going to be too warm the whole night while the rest of you is too cold. And that is actually the reason why I am a sleepy bear today. Alright. I am full of wisdom, but mostly tiredness. Alright, so the Shrike FRV. Ooh. Trying to remember. Right, so this is new Shrike. Alright, it is interesting how it has teeth but no eyeballs. Generally, I humbly request eyeballs to go with the teeths. Shrike FRV, and it's got... that's... out of combat, it flies in formation. Very nice. Wait a minute. Wait a tick. Escort has variable geometry wings. Oh, they're suborbital shenanigans. Also, what is this? This is the Typhon. Alright. Ooh, that is slick. That is pretty good. It is a little bit weird how it's flying. It's flying to space. I think, yeah, I think collision avoidance is making this thing fly into space. That's awkward. Anyway, is there any shenanigan ding dong here? Nope, there appears to be. That is a detection turret. No, it's a gun. It is indeed a gun. And let's see there. Let's go over here. If I do this, what happens? Alright, so it's gantry. So hold on, let's do this blocky check thing. Can it move? It cannot move as of yet. if I do this, and angle control, yep, no spin blocking nonsense here. Perfect. Just gonna quickly rename it. Wait, L? That's R. Hopefully that still works. Okay, what else? What else? And there's another thingy over here. There's another turrety thing. This is very pretty. I like it. Looks great. I know I've been tired recently due to working on rebuilding the backstop late at night. Yeah, take care of yourself though. Collision avoidance, many such cases. Okay then, I need to spawn in because, like, this is entirely my own fault. But where is... I need to spawn in the thing... Let me retry that sentence. There's too many bloody vehicles, that's my fault. No, we're not getting rid of them just to cut the numbers down. Alright, so nope, that was the wrong folder. Shrike. Right, so this is the old one. Oh, what a glow up! Hell yeah! Alright, let's go find my notes on this. Where's the Shrike? The Shrike, alright, needs silhouette smoothing, contrasting darker colors, needs to be more hard. Escort sparrows need recommended updates. Alright, so the new Shrike straight up got rid of the sparrows and had a new plane altogether. Ah, they changed the railgun. Interesting. Okay, very good, very good. Right, how have they made this more hard? They've made it more hard by the looks of it with laser-guided missiles. It is indeed laser-guided missiles. Bold to put that on a plane. Well, let's throw it against something and see what happens. What's a hard? We need a hard. We need a hard thing. I'm gonna test against a 400k ship, just for giggles. Oh no. Nope. Soup, indeed, me Boyd. Yeah, absolutely. Why are people saying absolutely? I don't know. Alright, 400k ship, here we go. Except a lot of these things... Bloody hell, a lot of these things are like... What's the lamplight? Oh, the lamplight is a funky thing. Whee! Oh, thank you, Duker. Giant mechs are better. Planes are cool, but giant mechs are better. Yeah. Not wrong. Right, so the lamplight... What happened to the lamplight? I don't know if the lamplight is hot. Ooh, right. Oh, that is nasty. Oh, it changes behavior. Very good. Very good, very good, very nice. Let's see, it is... Hold on. How far away is this? Not that far away, actually. Hold on. Where'd the big missiles go? Yarg! Okay, I really do not like how, if you're not careful, the camera will fling things all willy-nilly. Where did it go? There it went. Robot dog impression, here we go. What is happening? Oh wait, these are torpedoes? Wait, this is a torpedo bomber? Wait a minute, am I an idiot? Oh, it is a torpedo bomber. I'm very silly. Aha! Interesting. It's, weirdly enough, it's the APS on this that seems to be doing all the work here. I mean, is this futuristic, pre-90s? Yes. Yes, it is. That is about as futuristic pre-90s as you can get. I think... What are these? Ah, you sneaky person. That is, hash heat by the looks of it. That is in fact what that is. Nasty, I like. Triumphant Bodan has a couple of those. Go to devs, this is a better camera, lol. It's better in some ways, it is definitely more finicky in others. I like the camera changes over, but it does seem to be way too sensitive with locking onto something now. Wish there was a slider for that, like whether to prioritize crafts near the cursor. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I usually have that problem when the UI is turned off. If you are precise enough, like if you put the actual cursor directly over the thing, it is very accurate. But if you just do that, I don't even know what I'm locked onto. Oh, that right there, because it's just like trying to lock onto the craft. It actually worked. I think the escort fighter is actually doing a lot of damage here. Alright, I am happy with it. Hold on, let me check where the lamplight is. Is the lamplight where I think it is? The lamplight is indeed a hard craft, and this plane is winning. And in fact, undercosting it. Where's the Typhon? Very nice. Very nice. Swole as balls. Me like it. Yeah, this is hard now. Just that evasiveness alone is going to be a real headache for people. In a good way. Where's the big torps? Did you drop any? Where are they? Tell me. Tell me where are the torpedoes? I need them. I can't see them. I don't think they're real. Logging a shell 5 kilometer away because my cursor was 2 pixels off. Yeah. I just like the camera change. Makes it less likely that people see my interiors. Don't forget the stone light presence change. Oh, right. Damn it. Okay, that's actually pretty important. Alright, we'll look at the new craft and then, live on stream, we will change the rule for that. Because, alright, so, it's pretty simple, really. We are removing this is the official statement. The torpedoes are doing something. This is the official statement. The stone light presence, now that they've been given far more freedom in terms of materials and weapon types, they don't need repair bots anymore, so we're going to undo that. We're going to remove that rule, no repair bots for them. And I should probably type that in. In fact, I should do that while I still remember, while I'm still a smart person. Okay. Is this going to get to where it needs to be? And this was a redirect. This is redirect. And I need to do the thing. I'm terribly sorry. I absolutely need to do things. Right, so that is a delete. That is a delete. I hope. Right, so there's that. There's that. Let's see if I did that right, because if I didn't, I am in big trouble. Please enjoy Fight Day. Ah! Whee! Please enjoy the fancy plane. Okay, let's go here and... Yay! Alright, border... Whoops. Need to pull up the rules. Border 1. Need to pull up the passwords. Ugh. Passwords are hard. Passwords are hard. Say it with me now. Passwords are hard. It is the 19th of the 3rd, at least for me. You probably live in the past because I am in the fastest time zone. It's going around the Earth faster than anything else. Rule change. Blah, blah, blah. Never. Okay, there we go. Right, we've got a lovely rule change in here, and I need to actually pull up the rules and type it in there as well, and I need to frickin' ping spaghetti. That's a sentence. You gotta ping spaghetti. If you do not ping spaghetti, to use repair bots. Splendid, 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 splendid. Cool, cool, cool. And I need to go over here. Not the lore. No, not the lore. You fool! You fool! You clicked on the lore when you should have clicked on the rules! And just going to delete this. Okay then, now to ping. Repair bots don't belong in Camp Bancroft, I'm at show. Yep. Not sure if you searched it before, but someone would like about whether having repair drones with tentacles following a mothership would be okay. Probably? Because then you can kill the drone at the very least. Okay then. Also, how would you get them to follow it? That's hard. Okay, let's ping spaghetti. Whee! And tactical spaghetti. Rule change. It's official. It's official. Stonelight presence is not allowed. Repair bots anymore. Okay, I should probably... There we go. Alright, official. No more repair bots, and means every bloody thing with repair bots needs to lose the repair bots. Am I gonna remember to check for them? Probably, when we get to Stonelight. Hopefully. Okay. Da-da. 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 Da! We did it. Right. Also remind me, those two... What the hell just happened? Help. That's what happened. Some people just go to say that I made the decision on my own, which just isn't true. So glad that change was accepted. I mentioned, I'm so glad that... Some people just go saying I made the decision on my own, which just make sure they could also repair each other and be repaired each other. No tentacles either. No. Repair tentacles are still a thing. Bots are something else. Yeah, the bots are kind of annoying. And I speak from bitter experience. Okay, so anyway, this version of the Shrike changes everything that I wanted to, by the looks of it. Silhouette smoothing, check. Contrasting and darker colors, check. I think it just needs... Did the teeth fall off? I think it needs eyes to go with the teeth deco, but apart from that, yeah, that's literally it. Escort Sparrows need a... Well, it doesn't have Escort Sparrows now, so... Updated! Needs eyes to go with teeth deco, because that just kind of looks weird. That's literally it now. So, let me show you what I'm typing. This is it. So, Shrike FRV, updated, just needs eyes to go with the teeth deco, which means we can hop over into the other thing here. Whoop! Shrike. Shrike. FRV. Functionality-wise, it's absolutely fine, so we can just delete that. This is the aesthetic upgrade. Wait, no. Yeah, just the aesthetic upgrade, which is upgrade. Alright, so... Needs eyes to go with that. But apart from that, I love it. Let's see, does it have the things? Yeah, it just killed a hard carrier. Like, with barely getting any scratch at all. So, yep, nope, that's hard. Definitely a hard.
Using the copy to all launch pads only works with the missiles in its controller. Yep. Which creates the same issue of there not being anything you can damage with a damageable stick. Save the missile connect to other launchers. Unless you can just one-shot a drone, which isn't really a good idea. It's not really a feasible idea, no. Right, gonna destroy enemy vehicles. And I'm gonna take a screenshot of this sexy thing. Who done this? Who done this thing? Walter Warwick? Well done. Walter Warwick, aka and Jank. Very good. Very good, very good. Hello? There we go. It's hard. Border-wise. Oi! Suspiciously Tu-144 shaped torpedo bomber. Well, they are supposed, like, the Solar Republic is supposed to be a mishmash of just pre-90s design, so Soviet-style stuff is absolutely okay, in fact, desired. We're sideways! The world's gone sideways, and that's terrible. Why are we flattening out like this? I need to put this where it needs to live, so I'm going to take this and replace, oh wait. Just double checking. Yes. Yes! Yes! This is delicious! So all updated. Planes. Hello? Oh no, it didn't do it! It didn't do it! Cut. And then, so all updated. Planes. Paste. Perfect. And try. Huh? Interesting. Oh no, wait a minute. Where's the old one? Uh-oh. Oh, I think it just pasted directly over it. Ah, well then. Alright, so let's go find the Discord. Updated blueprints. Lots of things. Lots of things. Oh, hell yeah. That's done. Yay! Cool. Blue tip has been tweaked. Admiral Sapakov. Tyranny update. Swordfish. Crane flies. Alright, I'm just gonna put this blueprint in there just to make sure that, like, Spaghetti gets it. Ah! Don't look at my folders! That's illegal! That's against the rules. Screw the rules, I have money. Okay, not screenshots, you absolute goober. Constructables! Constructables, I say! Constructables. Think that which has been constructed. Uh-oh. Did I mess up somehow? Is this not working in alpha test? Oh no. What the hell? What is happening? Right, because I'm an alpha test, whoopsie daisy. Why is there a gap here? Right, let's save this thing. Alright, V2. Huh? What the hell is going on? I'm confused. Oh, I put it in the Stonelight Presents folder, you absolutely stupid... That's what happened. Ah, hello, Dr. Dooley. Is this John's torpedo bomber? I don't think so. Right, that's so stupid. That is so stupid. I feel so sad. I feel so bad. I feel so bad and so sad. Why is it not letting me paste? What the hell? Stonelight, planes, X... Cut. And then over here. There it's doing it. Am I insane? Am I a crazy person? Okay. There we go. Right, delete that one. We do not want it anymore. There we go. We are flying in formation. Haha. Hello, toilet cleaner. FTD feeling evil right now, that's why it's being a pain. Dooley shows up, tech breaks. Yep, unrelated. Or your brain is turned into mush, one of the two. Hello, Mr. Bodan. Watch your video, cheese, and I think that the desire for speed that you can achieve with the steam jet cheese is less cheese. Because like the need for speed is something everyone wants, but it's still cheese. Yes, but unrelated also. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try that again. There it is. We found it. Good news, everyone. We found it. That was the wrong tab. What am I doing? Help. Add tactical. Didn't grab it already. Grab it already. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, alright, okay. Alright. We're doing fine. We're live streaming on the internet. Am I really gonna need a third cup of coffee? Do I need a third? Probably not. That would probably be bad for me. Actually, no, it won't. I've done that before. I am determined to be awake. Oh, it's been half an hour. Oh, lordy, we've done basic... No, we've done stuff. Okay. That's one craft down that we've looked at. You can buy a MiG-21 online for $40,000. Yikes. And Swiss cheese is apparently slated to be patched out anyway. Too fast to cheese. Too fast to cheese. Too furious. That's that's a lot of cheese. That's a lot of cheese by chance. A member of the Great Talons. Okay. Concentrate. Okay. We've looked at one plane. We've looked at the Shrike. It is time to look at the Swordfish. I am a functional person, therefore I can look at things. It is the power. I'm definitely not at the point where my eyeballs hurt. Okay. There we go. Mark 3 Swordfish. Ooh. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Ha ha ha. Alright, let's check the notes I had on the Swordfish. Which was an easy craft. Heli needs pretty. Alright, so heli needs pretty. Check. That heli is definitely prettier. Very nice. Oh, that's a little, like, what's it? The Helix. Or whatever. The Soviets were quite fond of these double rotor things. It's quite nice. Very nice. Okay, so... Helicopter's more pretty. Deck should be painted a different color for contrast. Yep, it is painted a different color. Let's see here. That is paint 30. That is paint 31. White and red. Yes. Gorgeous. Bloody gorgeous, mate. Alright, check. Double spin box setups can be replaced with 2-axis turrets. So... Ooh. Alright, not that one, apparently. Well, that appears to be exactly what's happened. Look at the... Oh, I guess not. I guess not. Wait a minute, what? Alright, so there's 1, 2... Okay. What was I looking at? Alright, okay, yeah. Yeah, yep. Oh, hold on. Let's load in the old one. Just to be sure. So, updated. Ships. Swordfish. Please don't move. Alright, so just to contrast. Aha! Yes, this one is just ugly. With sub-objects. And this one has a lot more reasonable number of sub-objects, which is very good indeed. Alright, so that's everything that I said fixed. So that's perfect. I love that. Well done, team. Well done. Who done did that? Kubog! Thank you, Kubog. Definitely looks better, more detailed. I thought about that once. Main battery is on 360 axis turret. Hello! Hello, Ragebot. And hello, the chopper. I have been summoned. Hello, Tactical Spaghetti. You have been summoned indeed. Welcome. Heart wants with a bunch more stimulants. Hormone Hemox matchup. There's torpedoes on helis. Cool. Oh yeah, we've got a bunch of torpedo helis in Platono. It's great. I think the double subject is actually needed for those who use 2 axis turret trying to aim up and down too. Fair point. All right, so this is bloody gorgeous, mate, and I love it. Yeah, it fixed everything I wanted it to. Launches on the top, I mean. Yeah. Thank you too. You're welcome. Right, let us get this thing to where it needs to be. So let's go over here and put the. I'm not even going to combat test this. I'm just trusting that it works. If it's just the changes I suggested, rest is good. All right. So we'll update it. Ships. Paste. Sword. New. Actually, the new one is cheaper. Fascinating. Hang on, just double checking to make sure this. Yep, this is the new one. Sword. Sword. Alright, and I think Spaghetti already got the swordfish. By the looks of it, I believe I saw it. Sapakov, swordfish Mark II. Alright, there, alright. Spaghetti already got it. Woohoo! Alright, let's spawn in something for this thing to shoot at just for giggles. I know, a lot of commodities. Whee! It was so fun, actually. I uploaded a short the other day, just like for like nuclear, like, you know, how many nukes do you want? And 3D Wrecker commented on that, saying, I never thought I'd see the commodity in a short. It's like, guess what? You got commodity in a short. Goals have invisible launch body, gotta turn up to face. Actually, you can't lock only one axis. That's why I left this, I remember now. Really? Wait, you can't lock it? Interesting? Oh, interesting? Oh, interesting, I said. Yep, and there's a commodity doing a wheelie. Right, I'm going to check my spreadsheet. Swordfish. Actually, I'm going to show you what I'm doing because I think it's exciting. Swordfish. No notes. No notes at all. It's good. Swordfish. Sword. Fish. Swordfish. Ding. Swordfish. Ding. Ah! Swordfish. Ding. That's very satisfying. It's like, yes! Yes! I said a thing should happen, and then it happened! People were willing to do the thing! That's one of, like, probably 400 things. Oh dear. I think not. I will check it. So the rotation has to be controlled by another local movement control. I just want to do some weird red bull work. Okay, swordfish, check. Swordfish, check. Swordfish, check. Alright, now... the Mafdet. Right. And if I seem to recall, the Mafdet... Who's making this? Duka. Duka. Uh-huh. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, there we go. Reserved for Duka's Mafdet. Godly super heavy air galley. Let's load in the new one. Let's have a look-see. Because my notes on it were... Yeah, my notes were multiple. Alright, let's go here. Mafdet version 2. And I believe that the Gammarus and Spherodactylus, just from my quick look in the Discord channel, these things have been merged so I can delete them. Yay! Alright. What were my notes on this? Not that, the other thing. Right, so let's go over here. Right, so notes. Smoke defense. Let's check. Smoke dispenser. Check. Look at the use bread, I guess. That point, nuke spawner. So there's a nuke spawner somewhere here. I don't like spamming nukes, but like, I don't know, this is Nuke-mageddon, I guess. Let's go here. Blueprint. Hello? There it is. And blueprint spawner, can confirm. Anti-collision rubberization. Yes, indeed. She is rubbered for protection. More protection for frontal objects and a bit more thrust to objects in general. Some aesthetic additions, greebling on sides, blueprint spawner effects. Very nice. I like the side greebling. It is very nice. It's very greebled. Preemptively remove repair bots. We'll see about that, won't we? Repair bots. Yep, they're gone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Much better ability to maintain proper circle distance, mostly by switching maneuver. Various tweaks not worth listing on their own. Well, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that a lot. I like that, I does. I really wish my bloody Twitch player would stop freezing. Nice use of RTGs in the clampy feet. Meh. I do think SR backed Stonelight into a quarter to use. Yeah, you could. Since Stonelight is meant to be the hardest faction, SR is so optimized. I prefer coding to building, to be fair. Okay, let's throw this thing. This is a 1 million smacker thing. And this actually lost against the Cubit, I believe, back when I tested it. So let's... Hold on. That is 1 million smackers. Let's throw it against the Cubit. It should beat the Cubit now. Especially if it has nukes. Can it spawn nukes, though? It can! Oh, look at that! No, the smoke is definitely doing stuff. Alright, I think I might be underestimating the Cubit a little bit. Ah, there's the Parkside. Puff, puff, puff. Ow, right in the anus. Alright, 97%, 96%. That's more like it. More like it indeed. That is still a very strong laser. Ah, well, like, lasers are the only thing that's going to be able to reliably damage this thing, I think, so that's probably fine. And here's the Parkside, which I keep forgetting about. Whee! Oh! I think she's beaten the cube. No, she isn't. I have to admit that, like, a circling broadsider that spawns nukes is a pretty decent counter to frontsiders, because it means the nukes just tend to hit it in the ass. Total effort into warship faction means that right now is a much stronger faction. Maybe better testing as a ship or GD thrustercraft. Yep. Okay, then. Let's see if it can beat the Cubit. It's not the worst if it can't. Also, I do love seeing the Parkside fly in. It's very nice. Very nice. Currently, Starlight Guards is not that great, including my own build. Well, yeah, they had a lot of build restrictions that other factions just didn't have, so... There is that. There is definitely that. We'll do it. Oh, yep, that was a critical hit. Critical hit in the squishy bits. Is that smoke strong enough? The smoke might need to be stronger. We'll see what happens. Because, if nothing else, I like watching these two fight. New lore just dropped, folks. Whee! This is a very even fight, actually. Which is impressive, because most of these things are kind of expensive. Let's see who falls out of the sky first. Aggressively list manners is to let it fully cheese. Nah. Yeah, like, it's less soil being optimized and more Starlight being built to outdated rules and just not being optimized themselves. That was true. Some of the other factions also have mediocre to disappointing godlies. Cough, cough, Nimbus, Stratus, and Quasar. There's like a handful of soil designs that are very optimized, and even those are held back the simple fact that they're ships. And yes, respect the Borg Cube. You simply must. Borg Cube. Borg Cube. Borg Cube is good. I have to say it for the cube is tough, man. So is this thing, jeez. Whee! Having a good time, logging on to the Parkside. Very good. Well then. Generally not sure who's gonna fall out of the sky first. Actually, nope. Hey, look at that! Look at that, the Mafta just won. It also is falling out of the sky, though. Nope, it's not falling out of the sky. It's good. It's good. It's all good. Oh no, its ability to turn has been compromised. Bonk. I do like how the Parkside just goes bonk. Stoner absolutely has the tools to be stronger. Demographics they're called to do different. SR apparently called to the optimizers, and a lot of Stonelight Presence banners were from people like me who thought, look at this silly nuke and bird's funny. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Stonelight did attract silly people, including myself. Is the laser going to shoot again? Nope, it isn't. Oh no. Oh no. Everyone salute the cube. It has been cube dead. And also, I am thinking back, Azusa, to your rant on nukes in the Patreon Discord the other day. By the way, I have a Patreon. Sign up for nuke rants, which are very nice. But anyway, yeah, this is horseradish. Oh boy, because the lambs would have been able to shoot down a nuke if it was an actual missile, but this, you can't. I do like how the cube literally spins out of control. It is fun. I still think boats are chronically underestimated in this game. No. No, they're not. No, they're not. Campaign-wise, they're actually pretty good because they don't cost much to move. But that's it. Like, yeah, no, there's a reason why the meta is like Bouncey Thrustercraft. Qubit rework doesn't work, haven't heard much about it in a while. I thought the Klakave people were the strange ones. I think those were the strange and optimized ones. Boats also can't fall out of the sky. No, but they can sink if you build them too heavy. Which Thrustercraft can't. Can't fall out of the sky. Which Thrustercraft can't? They can fall out of the sky. Yeah, boats can, like, they can sink. They're rather infamous for that, so... Okay, then. Right, I am pretty happy with this, but somebody did suggest throwing this against a ship of some kind. So let's throw this bad boy against a $1 million ship, or a Klakave Thrustercraft, just for giggles. I'm definitely not procrastinating because I'm having a good time. Alright, so let's throw it against... not the Atom. What the hell's the neutron star? I forgot what the neutron star is. That's the neutron star. With an absolute monster burst railgun. I forgot about this thing. It's fallen into the sea? Ah, someone thought the Event Horizon was cool. Why did this thing fall into the ocean? Okay then, not that one. Different one. Ships are slower. I would be bad at FTD if I didn't know bread. Can't hit me if I'm 500 meters under the sea. Boat in real life, sure. Boats in this game, pretty unsinkable. Oh no! You can sink them. Mid-builder with good bread. Azusa, you're a damn good builder. Stop being mean to yourself. Ships are slower. Yeah. That was awkward. Blowtorch is very... Let's throw it against the blowtorch. The blowtorch? Yeah, bro, I'm the torch. Be nice to me now, please. Okay. Only if you're nice too. If you are a sassy person, then I reserve the right to be a mean green bean to you. This thing has real trouble... Please don't fall into the ocean. What is happening? What? Are things just falling into the ocean, Willie? Wait, what? What? Is this a bug? Are we getting a lovely bug here? Okay, there we go. Thing is flying. Right, and the blowtorch is... Yeah, this is the thing that's the only Glocave thing that's allowed sub-object turrets. It is also a plasma spitter, so that does give it a little bit of an advantage. Except it's been hit with missiles. Now, is anyone going to remember to shoot the Parkside before it kills you? Oopsie daisy, someone didn't shoot the Parkside. It's going to hit you in the asshole. Like... Ow! Right in the anus, where it hurts. Yeah, this thing's taken on the blowtorch. It's not having a super good time, but it is managing it. Actually, it's managing it just fine. Losing a lot of blocks, but... And this is why I am guilty of relying on nuclear weapons occasionally. I think the blowtorch... Is it rolling over? Maybe got snapped to the thrust in front. Not really meant to be out to the front. Blowtorch, I can really do that. Any hard craft robot should have a second AI set to shoot the closest thing. That solves about 90% of nuke problems. Other solutions are available. Yeah, you ain't wrong. It's very important, actually. I mean, you know, like, I don't know. Maybe I think the blowtorch does have that. It's just, didn't do it. Did not do it. For some reason. Alright, I am very happy with this thing. Nice one, Duker. Took constructive criticism and feedback on the chin. On the chin, I say. Oh, I forgot about the pyramid turret. This is a trireme that looks like it's seen some stuff. Screenshot. Okay, let us put this new. Actually, let's put you. Oh wait, no, that's the sing thing. No, that's the noise thing. In which case, congratulations. What was I doing? That's what I was doing. Right, let's put this where it lives now, because it is so accepted. It is incredibly accepted. Thrust to craft. The craft what thrust. And I didn't actually accept it before. Yeah. Yes. Right. It is so accepted. Woo! You have to have defenses set up to handle them, which are not necessarily the same ones you use against proper munitions. Yeah. Nukes, man. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Alright, so... Now we need the change log. Alright. New and approved. And active spaghetti again. hold on. That has been accepted. Thumbs up. High five. I high-fived myself because I'm alone in my room. I'm alone. I'm so alone. Ah. There we go, and I need to do the changelog as well because I'm a good boy. Points more, that's understandable weirdness. Right, that's over here. New vehicle. And did I remember to put the correct dates here? No, I did not. I was a fool. I was a foolish fool. Craft added. Over here. The 19th of the 3rd. Stone light. Presents. Clustercraft. I'm going to put a thing in there. Clustercraft. What the? Am I tripping balls here? Yeah. Super heavy air galley. That's the category. Balls. Balls. Balls on my face! They make it hard to see. Balls on my face. I'm going to count to 3. Balls on my face. It is very inconvenient. Please get these balls out of my face. You may applaud now. For my vigorous singing voice. It's almost coffee time. Hell yeah. Spawn is some return banners like 2,000 materials tops. I guess I don't disagree entirely. Yeah. Warp nukes, though, is they're a diggy dig. Okay, so that is all the new craft to be looked at, because we looked at that. Very good. Oh, I'm having a good day. Oh, it's nice. It's so nice. People have upgraded their stuff, and the stuff is good, and it's very nice. It is very nice. It is very nice. Yeah. It is very nice. Yeah. Alright then. What was I doing? Alright, I think it's craft inspection time, because there was the thing and the 2 other things, and that was it. And it is time. We have enough time just before the ad break to, well, at the very least, figure out the next thing we're going to look at. So, we were going to look at AFVs. Gonna try and, oh wait, did we look at the Bobcat last time? Did we look at the Bobcat last time? I don't think we did. It is in orange. It has been looked at. Yeah. Huge missiles are a little bit too... I think they are a little bit bad. They need more speed. I have been blinded by the light. I'm going to go over here instead. Blinded by the light. Right, I want to go somewhere with actually friendly amphibious stuff. Like right here. Right, why did I have notes on the Bobcat? The Sewell Republic. Bobcat. Ah, yes. This is a funny fellow. Alright, let's see here. Bobcat. Whoops. Needs more pretty for the drone chopper too. Where's the drone chopper? Yep, okay. Huh, did I look at this last time? I genuinely do not remember. Deco clip needs to be fixed. Turret internal is going to be optimized a bit better. I'm completely blanking on whether we looked at this last stream. Like, did we? Did we? Alright, chat, while you're thinking about that, we're going to send this little fella... You get to watch this guy bumble around a bit. Actually, no, you don't. We get to go to the main menu. I don't think so. Alright. Keep chatting about missiles, though, because it's good. I'm gonna go get more coffee, even though I know that's a bad idea, because I'm already over-caffeinated. I can feel it in my body. Alright, then. I'm going to hide my filthy face. And then I'm going to inflict ads on you. Mwahahaha!
I'm back! What did I miss? I'm now talking like Cookie Monster. Give me cookie. C is for cookie. Cookie is for me.
What the hell am I looking at here? Ah, that is how a dog... Jeez, madness. Okay, what are people saying? Alright, I'm just going to read out the chat for a little bit. Huge missiles has multiple problems. I think so. Okay, no, that's about the Bobcat. I think you could vastly improve missiles in general by effectively not scaling up the utility sections. So let's say the signal processor in Vena missiles has no spare volume, and the signal processor is 35% free space for large missiles should be a lot more powerful. Same with the fins. That'd certainly help. Also, I think we know we need to separate torps. I mean, do we? Alright, ball song added to quotes page? No! Why? Why would you do such a thing? What? What? Why would you do such a thing? I forgot! I already forgot! I sang that! Oh no! Oh, throw torps will ever only be top tier when buoyancy or armor is less than 1. Azusa loves balls. Baseball, soccer balls, footballs. I don't think making a completely separate system makes sense. The other things, yeah, if you make torpedoes a separate weapon system, you've got the cram problem again, and that they're just so hyper specialized and they're useless against everything else. Peanuts are evidence that P is stored in the balls. I will not argue. Decrease their speed and durability, decrease detection range. You could just have a torp, setting multiply the HE, but yeah, more devastating torps would be. I'm a fan of slow. I don't know. Yeah, that is the problem. Like, the scariest things aren't in the water. They're bad against the things they can hit. 7 surgeries that can be made. Actually, damage is pretty rubbish against armor is the issue, and missiles always hit the outside. Flying vehicles to use detection of the submarines as if there's no water. Yeah. Careful what you say online. Oh yeah. There's already a damage bonus based on depth underwater, it's just that unless it's really deep running sub, the damage bonus isn't that much. Wait, is it proportional to how deep you are? In which case, most ships, like, there's hardly any bonus at all. The issue is that a hole in armor does very little. I mean, yeah, apart from it being an exposed gap, yeah, not much happens. Okay, let's look at the Bobcat again. Because, like, it's scary. I don't know. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Hold on. We're going to the beach. Where's the beach? Life is a beach, and then you die. Those are the rules. Translated Jesus Christ. FD is an awesome game. It is. It is, remember that, like, awesome just means awe-inspiring. Not necessarily good. Oh, no. Alright, so here's our friend the Bobcat that is floating. Oh, right, because it floats. Screenshot because it's cute. What the issue? Most people like uprops, so a hole under the waterline really doesn't. Most people don't like uprops in my experience. I think it's gotten out into the community enough now that using uprops on ships is a bad idea, unless you're Aperture Gaming. Shout out to Aperture Gaming. Oh yeah, did we ever get that shout out for Necoboy Blue, by the way? Oh dear. We looked at Bobcat because it's an updated version with plasma instead of APS. Oh. Oh. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Orange. I thought I was going nuts. Okay, let's see here. Control F. Bob. Cat? Well, we haven't looked at it yet. Well, we can make notes here. Alright. It is the thing of the thing of the thingy thing. What date is it? 1903, Soul Republic. AFVs. There needs to be a space between C and A for Republic AFVs. Alright. Cat. Basically, yeah, I think we've said everything. Alright, more pretty. Yup, deco clipping needs to be fixed. Turret internals can be optimized a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of space in here. This is not ideal. This is not ideal at all. So yeah, like, you know, a bit more greebling. Yes, yes, yes. Did I say greebling? Yep, but basically it. Like, alright, cool. Cool, yes, cool. Control C, Control V, my favorite keyboard shortcut. I'm gonna go over here. Bobcat. Haven't played FTD in a while, but after I fixed the issues with the current class, I got an itch to play a lot of FTD. Nice! Easy to make a boat work that way. Up props are fine, I don't get why people dislike them so much. It's just because if you're gonna burn that much material to maintain altitude, you might as well make the thing fly. Lots of CC that are kinda finished, still have a lot of up props. Are you talking about the Caravonian Rebellion? Actually fix the torque by having the damage bonus being a minimum 100%, then scale up from there, which is how real water works. Up props are just like alloy spam pumps, they will have the trade-ups. Alloy wood spam also pretty much makes you unsinkable. It also makes you very squishy. Ask me how I know. Alright, let's see here. Bobcat, that's what it is. Tis what it is. The Baycat. I don't think the Baycat really has any problems with it at all. The Jet needs greebling. Yeah. Ah, the deco broke. Okay, I don't know why the deco has broken. Alright, so make a note here. This is the relaxing part of the stream. Okay. Fix broken deco. Is there any shenanigan it ignores? Nope, it has Azapods, very good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, apart from the broken deco, this thing is basically what we want. The Jet needs a little bit more love, I think. The Jet needs to spawn higher to make it clear it's an escort, or perhaps it kind of makes more sense for the escort to be a helicopter, but so escort needs more pretty, contrasting colors, rebels, etc. Or replacement with helicopter, which kind of makes more sense. Which makes more escort sense. As for the combat, let's see how that is. Let's see how that is. Let's see how that is. Let's go to the... Let's go ahead to the amphibi tank place. And we will throw the Baycat against itself, probably. There, and... How much does the Baycat cost? It's more expensive than it looks. It's a little guy, but it's a little guy made of heavy armor. Wrong. Dong. Sir, you seem to have spawned behind a hill. That is awkward. Oh, is this thing set to move on water primarily? I do like how this thing moves. Its target prio might be a little bit off. Nope, it's good. Who made this thing? Because they cooked. Insufficient gravitas. You gotta love a gravitas tank. That deco is certainly almost on the armor. The turret being unoptimized is fine to an extent. Is that deco or a hologram projector? I think that might be... hold on, let's see here. Let us investigate. Hologram. It appears... It does appear to be one. So if I do... Yep, it is indeed one, and it, The hell happened here? Oh! I think the font size just broke for some reason. That's text! That's very interesting. Intriguing. I'm not sure how that happened at all. Now, do you think the Baycat is gonna win, or the Baycat is gonna win? I think it was just aiming at the plane because I couldn't see the other thing behind the hill. Yarr. So, this is my morning. I can't read that without my brain. Check deco view. Nope! Nope, I don't need to. The problem, it has been solved. Well, not solved. Wait, no. I need to change that, actually. Fix broken hologram. Okay, then. Let's go look at the Raphael, wherever it is. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Needs more pretty. Needs to spawn higher. And needs more pretty. That's about it. Actually, yeah, combat-wise, this thing is absolutely fine. It's trundling along on land and on sea. It uses a lot of up-props, but, like, that's to be expected. And, let's see here. If I do this... And if I find the... Whoops. Sub-vehicle spawner... Oh! It's up here! Mon Dieu! Sub-vehicle spawner, what range is that set to? If it's already set to max range... Max range, cool guy! It's already... If we set that to our 200 meters, does that look more cool? Does that look better? Yeah, that would make sense, because if it's an escort, then that plane would be flying overhead. What's the delay on the stream, by the way? It must be quite substantial. Wow, the barrel is even, like, decorated red here. We're in the void! I wonder if there's bullets in this. And then it fires. Boy. That's all I've got to say about the Baycat. Honestly, really solid design. I like it. I've got to remember this trick for doing, like... You could make mean teeth like that, I think. That'd be really good. Okay, Baycat, Shooba-dooba-doo, hologram, and... It's the hologram and it's the escort, and that's basically it. And it is a medium craft, so... Can everyone hear Leaf Blower Man out there? Okay, then. Alright, a cat. Is that 2 words? It is! It is. Doo-doo. Real jets are cool. Been and drawn to something, given that the Raphael is a real jet. I mean, I think the Raphael is a real jet, but it doesn't look anything like that. To be fair, I think there are other... Yep. Yeah. But they basically only have the name, and that's where the similarities end. Yarr. Alright, moving right along. The Sand Shark. I'm starting to wonder if I accidentally, pasted something that shouldn't be here. Alright, Sand Shark. Let's have a look-see. Spawn that on the land. Spawn that on the land. So, Sand Shark. Ah, I remember this fella. Look at this big boy. Look at this big boy! Alright, aesthetically, I'm actually reasonably pleased with this. It's well greebled. It's got a drone on. It's got a little drone on the front. What is this drone's deal? Does this drone do anything? I'm not sure this drone does anything. I would rather not have, like, entirely useless drones, because that feels like a cheap way to get her to just, you know, make things good enough. Someone could be the F-14. Rename all the planes to use real name words instead of the wrong ones. Oh dear. Previously mentioned Phantom, for example, yeah. Alright, what do we got here? Rise from your grave. Alright then, is there sub-object shenanigans? There is not. In fact, this only has the one sub-object, which makes a nice change for Sewol, honestly. It's got lovely windows. It even has interiors in there. It has AI components in here. It's got missiles, lots of them. It's got headlights. Aesthetically, yeah, I'm quite happy with this. Performance-wise, there is a... No, wait, no. The Sandshark actually doesn't have any notes on it. It might... This one might not need to change at all. Let's have it fight itself and see what happens. So it's 255k. Sandshark. Mediocre APHE, my beloved. Wait, what? Is there a reason why the Excalibur is 49k volume and still terrible as a ship? Several reasons, probably. Provides additional target spotting. One of the reasons might be a bit weak. I've decided that in my testing it's rather, yep. Right. Sandshark. Proceed. Seriously, what does this thing do, if anything? Inter-vehicle... Yeah, there's an inter-vehicle... Oh, it's just... Alright, it's not completely useless. It just has a little visual camera. A little 360 camera. Alright, is the Sandshark gonna win, or is the Sandshark gonna win? Alright, it's got blue traces, very nice. Oh dear, is this one disabled already? I think it might be. Damn. I think the Sandshark's gonna not just win, but like, win handily. Is that AP incendiary? Incendiary? Wait, that's a heat shell. Aha! The blue ones are... Where's El Fuego? I think combat-wise, this thing is absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. It's like, no comments, really. I don't think this thing needs any change. Maybe the drone could do more stuff, but, the guns are kind of strong. You can make him APHE frag. 360 camera, huh? Feels like some trackers couldn't hurt. Can't wait until you see my tier upgrades. I made it so much stronger. Hehehe. You hush. John, did you see it's goated for real? Is that hollow point frag? Don't think it. Where is upgraded tier? The upgraded tier that As it is talking about, is for this month's patron. Damn. Is this... Hang on a minute. Is this thing a hard design? Some ejectors might not hurt for this, honestly. Let's see... If I destroy everything and do there... How much of a pain in the ass would putting ejectors on this be? Not very. Wait a minute. Let's see... That could be kind of a pain in the ass, but like... Right. It's made a smidge bigger. This thing, if it's going to be a hard design, this thing probably needs ejectors. Otherwise, piercing lasers and stuff like that are just going to absolutely ruin its day. So we're going to mention that. Sandshark. needs ejectors. And drone needs to do more. Have more trackers or be armed. Munition defense smoke now. You asked me how to improve it and I said refit all the armor to nukes. She made out of wood and it sucks. Hey, Cthulhu Boy! Hello, hello! Can we get a shout out for Cthulhu Boy? Jokes, I'm gonna do it. Cthulhu Boy. And I spelt that right. Also, why do people hype say that Tur is Thrur, despite both the ship and the Norse squad being spelled as Tyr? It's because the old version of the Tyr was spelt like that. Advanced case of no ejectoritis, because a lot of people do not understand how to pronounce it. It is pronounced Tyr, right? Yeah. I can't be held accountable, I just echoed the thing. Probably should have mentioned those issues with the author back then, though. What are we talking about? Alright, what was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? What were you doing? But what was I doing? More importantly, I think that's it for the Sandshark. Just like, you know, replacing the APS is going to be a giant pain in the arse. I actually recommend making a necklace turret to make that easier. But yeah, it needs ejectors because otherwise, PS lasers and PS pack are just going to kill it immediately, and that's no fun. That's no fun. That'll do just that. And it's purely a functionality update. Sandshark. Sandshark. Jolly good. They did occasionally use the thorn. Depends on if it was being described by whoever. Always pronounce Tyr as in the word. Well, I can't pronounce that. As an American, I have no idea what the difference is. Well, as a New Zealander, I don't know what the difference is either. I just say Tyr. And I say Ragnarok. Thor, Odin's son, protector of all mankind. Time to meet your fate. Ragnarok awaits. I like that song. Sabaton did a very good cover of it. Alright, the Legionary. I don't think I have notes on this. The drone could be made more pretty. And that's about it. Scary. The umlaut is a mystery, yeah. I'm scared. The terrifying. I just want to sing metal. Okay, so is there sub-object shenanigans? There's a lot of sub-objects on this. What's this? Does it do... This is a death pancake build, so... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What this? What is this? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh, that's what this is. Bonk. Come back. Alright, be free. God damn it. Come back. View everything. Right. Be free. Come back. Be free. Come back. Be free. Where do you think you're going? Come back. Okay. I'm going a little loopy. Alright, so yeah, this thing. Let's see here. Who made this? This is... Okay, so Spotlight Drone. This is one of them things. 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 The drone really stands out, I have to say. I think maybe some of this... What color is this? This is... What? A little bit more trim, I think. The umlaut is a mystery. Different.
I meant to ask you, how would you change the spotlight then, drone? I don't know, make it look more like a pre-90s, because they had drones before the 1990s, experimental ones, but like, make it look a little bit more like a real-life vehicle. Your pick on what vehicle that is, because this does just kind of look like a From the Depths blob. Considering this don't use language uses both. I feel quite at home with one. Did the roost stick with the Viking goods for Clong? Clong? Color orange. Really bought a stretch. Oh, a stretch. Oh, we're gonna stretch. Alright, in fact, yeah, that's, now that you've helped me prompt that, and a little bit more trim on the tank, because it's like, it's beautiful, and understandably you do want it. In real life, you do want a tank to not be brightly colored, because that's silly, you want it to hide. But this is a custom campaign, and we want it to look pretty. Let's see, other notes on here? Aha! I think that there's already a note on here saying that it needs some ECM. Alright. I'm gonna leave that there just for giggles. Unless the version I have has ECM already. Let's check. ECM? No, wait. What is the block actually... What is the block actually called? It's called Signal Jammer ECM. So if we go here... Signal... Yep, nope, it doesn't have one. At least the one I have doesn't. So a little bit more trim. A little bit more of this bright blue, because... Sewol actually does look really good if it's mostly this kind of muted blue, but then this very bright poppy blue just as the trim. So I think some more trim. And that'll be good. More trim. Bright. Trim. Paint. Spotlight drone needs makeover to look more realistic. Which is a hard ask, I know. Okay, that's about it for the Legionnaire, because I think otherwise this thing performs incredibly well. You see they are looking for military vehicles. Originally put the spotlight for the Thunderstorm, then it got reused on a couple other things. Make this spotlight look like more like a MQ-1, neon-colored tank confuse enemies. You see they're looking for military vehicles. They will never look for a neon tank. Just check the V menu tab, even it's currently off, it'll show that. Oh yeah, true. It was a meeting for their project. I don't lecture at the moment. Alright, let's have the Legionary fight itself, and let's see what happens. I like the Legionary. It's like, surprise! Dear. It's like, surprise, guys! Alright, the Legionary is 652. Let's have it fight itself, because why the hell not? You learn a lot by watching something fight itself. I just want everyone to take note here that the Legionary is slightly more expensive than the Misericord, which is an actual battleship. That's how crazy From the Depths is. I guess it is stuffed with missiles, railguns, and heavy armor, though. Okay, now I've got to see this. I've got to see that. I know we're meant to be combat testing sensibly, like sensible people, but, I've got to see. Who wins? Admittedly, the Misericord is a little bit old. Too much time on that to scrap it. Without making the animated drone launcher on the Thunderstorm not work with, I have to figure out what to do with the spotlight without da-da-da-da-da-da. I mean, yeah, it's mostly just visual. So, you can go ham on the deco, honestly. There's, probably some real-life, pre-90s, UAV that can, like, you know, that probably does the trick. Reset also can't move. It's very Union Ironside. So that is 19,000 blocks. And the Legionary is 10,000 blocks less but more expensive. That's crazy. That is cuckoo crazy. Zooming out, though, you do see that the Legionary is a bloody huge tank. And also, the gun is very strong.
Oh no. Ah. Yep, the gun is very strong. Gun is very... Can we just appreciate here that this is a game where you can build a tank that can solo a battleship, and is also more expensive than the battleship. That is wacky. It's also really wacky to see these two things next to each other. Oh boy, Misericord. Yeah, it'll be very surprised at the Misericord. Yeah, the Misericord is beautiful, but it's not the scariest of things. Also, I just want to get a screenshot of these two next to each other because it's funny. Also, the Misericord is a lag monster, unfortunately. That gun on the Legionary, like, legitimately frightens me. Bad things are gonna happen to my fleet when we run into it. Legionary was fun to deco, though looking back at it, I could have done a better job, I feel. I am perfectly happy with the deco, apart from having some extra trim on it. Game with land battleships. Yeah. I have a theory on why a lot of SS ships are bad, especially the early they. Mostly they fight deep water guard, life threats, and what's best against them is HE and frag. Yeah! Legionnaire looks great. A good portion of Platono isn't that scary. Azusa, you make terrifying... You make nothing but bouncy thruster crafts, of course you won't find it scary. And you're right, though, a lot of Platono craft aren't that scary, they're just, you know, they're here for the vibes. Although the Jaguar did, like... I mean, it also depends on your playstyle. Like, if you make bouncy meta thrustercraft, of course they're not that scary because you're already making the strongest kind of vehicle in the game, really, by category. But if you're like me and like lightly armored fast things, there's a bunch of stuff that makes me very scared. I remember the Jaguar. That's why they're called Easycraft. Some of the godlies aren't either. Yeah, true, but then again, Nitra also has godlies are like, oh, you're here too, I guess. Okay, enough of the silliness. Let us spawn these two things together, because I must. Misericord is there. And I just want to spawn the Legionary right next to it. Because this is hilarious. One of these things was made after the other one was. One of these things is not... I love this game. This game is hilarious. Oh no! Oh, you put them together, it looks so silly. They look like toys. I said, if we made a tank that size, I'd expect it to take on a battleship. Yep, nope. It all makes sense now. The cost and the performance. You just go to the Balmung and Nothung. They're pretty growcraft for the SS and have scary guns that are actually ejectored. Possibly. Although, honestly, if you can take on the Tier and the Megalodon, like, you don't need to worry about those. Okay. Legionary. Right. We're just gonna very slowly drive away from the Legionary. Because that's all, really. Alright, so... Legionary. Right. And typing Legionary in places. Legionary. The Ratter. Is that the tank the Germans were trying to build in World War II? No! The Germans did not think to make it amphibious. Why make a land battleship or a wet battleship when you can make a land wet battleship or a wet land ship? What is this accent? This is... I don't know what accent this is. I am putting on my terrible Dracula accent. Because Dracula is from Romania, which is slightly closer to Germany than other places. I don't know. This is just the average Beyblade. Oh yeah, are there amphibious Baneblades? That would be hilarious. I didn't say bad, I said not scary. Oh, true. They could argue that a godly for the easy effect would be very powerful, but a glass cannon, if you work it out, its weaknesses. Went from German to vampire. Yep. It's vaguely It was vaguely Latvian until you went Dracula. I went to Dracula. Now we're going to look at one last thing. Okay, the emissary. And my notes on the emissary... let's spawn it in so you can actually see what we're looking at. I like the emissary, actually. It's got style, it's got grace. It will shoot you in the face. This thing, which is essentially a landing craft, except the tank is in there. Let's see. Aha! Surprise! Make peace with your god. Alright, so my notes on the emissary, which is bloody gorgeous, by the way. I don't think this needs any, like, aesthetic changes at all. My notes on it are... it tries to fly after planes and swim after submarine and needs tweaking. Let's see if this version I have still has that. So, since that's the exact problem with it, we're going to spawn some submarines at our friend here. Let's spawn in... submarines... Snubnose. And if I'm not... Oh, you silly Billy. Oh, you blinking silly Billy, you spawned things on your team. And that's embarrassing. What were my notes on the Snubnose, actually? All but the tier are clustered around the same course. The Dracula accent isn't Romanian, but that's a whole thing. Oh, I know. I know that, like, my Dracula accent probably doesn't resemble any real-world accent at all. I just say that because, the character Dracula is, well, Romanian. Like Transylvania, that place in Romania. Right, so, the Snubnose are diving. Is this thing... What are you doing? This thing does not appear to be diving after submarines. That's good. Do I remove that? Does it try to fly after planes, though? That is the next question. Plane, 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 planes. Planes. Let's see you fly after the assassin. Ah, yes. Nope. Nope, we're good. Nope. We appear to be all good. This thing has plasma? Oh, knock my socks off, it does. Sneaky hidden plasma. What the hell? Oh. Well then. Alright, this thing does not appear to be the one notes I had on it. Does not appear to be happening. And I know the assassins are torpedo bombers, but, yep, they're not torpedoing. HI beam subs an armor, which makes it tankier than subs 2 times its cost. Spectre, this one, that one is... Wait, what are people saying? Dracula accent, that's a whole other thing. Of course, unfortunately, but the tier are close around the cycles. I think some of the SS boats here are at least godly boats, even if the Thruster Master Race could do better. True. Thruster Master Race is my new name for a top. Ugh. The Spectre, I think, the 200k stealth boat is okay. It's okay. That one is definitely a checker boat. Spectre's baby's first SS missile spam. I thought the Banshee was that. The missiles aren't good, they're easy to dodge or shoot down, but they will hurt a lot if they hit. Which is how good game design works, so I like it. Here is a new chance, but set up so you can start to learn to defeat it is a pretty good thing. Also has a layer of HA beam subs in the armor, which makes it tankier than ships 2 times its cost. And the Sea was pretty good, and if you're on easy mode, you'll have dealt with Cramsam before, so you should already understand Sea was yourself. Or you can be fast and only learn until the SS that missiles exist. That's my experience. Is this thing hovering? It's hovering a little bit. Oh, by the way, if you want to look at the deco in the spotlight somewhere, I do have the time right now. Hell yes! We love orange deco! Orange deco is good. It looks like orange. Bright orange. Bright orange is what we should start. We should be our code workers. Like, does orange want to deco something? Bright orange it. Kinda needs a bigger brother like 300k with the problems fixed. And decoing is easier than making something new right now. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the emissary... I've got no comments on the emissary, actually. Not really. Okay, then. Yeah, no, like, emissary is fine. Functionality-wise, aesthetics-wise. Does it have way too many oh, God. Oh, bloody Nora. Right, power word. Power word aerodynamics. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, okay, this needs some de-sub-objecting. There is, this detection does not need 2 sub-objects. It just doesn't. It just does not. That doesn't need 2 sub-objects either. What the hell? Why are there 3 of them? Yep, this definitely needs some gentle sub-object removal. And by gentle, I mean we need to go at this with a... What is this? Peter, what is this? Aha! Awkward. Whoop! Thank you, Duker. I'm late, I got sidetracked priming my minis. What did I miss? Hello, Pancakes. I think we admired a tank or 2 of yours. We went over the Legionary. Black magic, that's why there's 3 sub-objects. Orange Echo's the best. Help me make the crane flies look good. Yee. Change the launcher somewhat. What are people saying? I guess that's almost the asphodel. Alright, what do? What do indeed? What do we do now? What do we do now? What do we do? Yeah, that's basically the only thing I have for the episode. I was wondering why this was lagging. And no, it wasn't just the render distance mod. There are other things that can make things lag. Yeah, emissary. We can delete that note because it doesn't appear to do that anymore. At least not in this version I have. Okay then. What's the right? Needs sub objectifying. Did I spell that right? Objectifying. Detection flags. Missile turrets, etc. Because if I start losing frames, if I get below 60 frames a second just because of how many sub-objects you have, that's naughty. Right, emissary. And I know how to spell emissary. Emissary! Alright, we have time to look at some houses! Wait, why did I put the emissary in the aesthetics section? It doesn't need to do that. Not at all. What am I doing? Not just the mod, it's always a contributing factor. Yeah, well, things that sit on the surface of the water create a lot of wake. Easy, medium, hard version of each craft. I still have a campaign which of the niche factions and fewer craft, but the craft got better. I do like the idea, and assuming I ever make another custom campaign after this one, which is almost 0% chance, that is probably how I would do the vehicles. I'd make, like, easy, medium, hard, godly versions of every craft, and that way, I don't know, I just think it would be fun. It would also make the building a lot easier. Also, it would be just me building to simplify things. Okay. What the hell was I doing? Because, like, I don't know, having 400 vehicles is awesome. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Alright, let's look at some buildings. What do we have here? Fortresses, rather. The Deep Well Platform L82. Let's have a look-see. Fortresses. This thing, I think, is absolutely fine. No comments. This is literally just a resource gatherer. With a big gun. A surprisingly good gun on it, honestly. Yep, and it's got a little friend on it. What is this friend? That's the hummingbird. It's one of Henry Wong's OG designs. Right, is there too many sub-objects on here? Huh? Ooh, tiny anti-munitions, little turrets. Little turrets, indeed. Lifeboats! Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I think this is fine, probably. Like, I don't know.
Listening.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's the material gatherer. Yep. I can't think of anything that this thing needs. I don't think it needs anything. I recall that this had some repair... Ooh, did it? Did it have repair bots? It didn't show up, I think it did, maybe? I don't know. Using the, thing that Spaghetti made, the craft checker, this thing did not show up for repair bots, so... Wait, did I check for repair bots? But no, that's fine. Fine, good. No comments. Alright, what's next? Next is the Owalverisk Ship Foundry, which already has notes on it. Where is it? Updated! Updated! It's repair tentacles, true. Yep, it does indeed have repair. Okay, this thing... What is this? This is... Yeah, this is a little friend. What does this need? This don't need nothing. This don't need nothing, this is good. It's also moving around a lot. We might need to turn off behaviors for fortresses so they don't wiggle around all crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a note here to turn off the maneuver because, tidy up deco, it says, and paint missed spots. I don't see any missed spots. Let's see here, the forge. First apartment. Internals, lovely, 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 lovely. Lovely, lovely. Is he dead or sleeping? Aha, the kitchen. The kitchen. I keep forgetting to put kitchens on. Ah, torpedo. Torpedo under repair. Well, this version I have at the very least is like, you know, nothing to complain about. It's pretty good. Did you make a fortress that turns back and forth? Didn't you make a fortress that... Yeah, I did, and I should probably change that. We'll probably get to it. Where am I? Help. Okay. Yeah, so remove behavior not needed. Which is very easy, honestly. Alright, so the version I have at the very least is fine. Can you... Stop. Stop it! Ship Foundry... Remove behavior... Alright, so there's that. I'm gonna make a note here. I'm gonna go here. So, public fortresses. And going to make a note here. Remove behavior. And yes, that could be... I could do that very easily right now. But I'm not going to. Is there an updated feed right in front of one of the turrets? Ah. I mean, it's just in the run pane. Okay, yep, good point. That is going to drive me nuts. 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 Hey, I just fixed it. Were there any on the spots hither and thither? And that's it. Yep, that's it. Right. I'm just gonna throw that at spaghetti because that was such a fast fix. It doesn't seem worth it to, like, put it in the pipeline. BW removed behavior and painted spot. I know how to spell behavior. Behavior. Do I know how to spell behavior? Oh no. Behavior. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm losing my English degree. Ow. Behave. What did I spell? Heavy hour. But that's what I spelled. No, it isn't what I... What the... Wait. Am I losing my mind? Oh. Be heavy or. Ah, I'm putting a U in there. Well, there's my English... nope, I'm too English. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! I'm too English. I'm putting U's where they don't need to be. Oh, no! Right, I'm just gonna quickly fling this spaghetti. Data blueprints. Okay, then. Let's do tactical spaghetti. And we're just gonna do, like... Quickly... I hope everyone's enjoying staring at this foundry because it's really good. You know what? We need something to blow it up. We need the Star of Plutono. We need... How many? 3 commodities. Oh no! The Solar Republic is under attack by 3 cargo ships. That's terrible. Fix the, what's this thing called? Removed behavior. Painted a spot. There we go. Whoop. Not that, you fool! Not that, you fool! So all updated. Are the commodities doing anything? They are indeed. Oh no! Oh, the humanity! The huge manatee! Oh no, the huge manatee! The huge manatee! Behavior or behavior, both are technically correct. Us Americans just have a grudge against the letter U. Yep. Yeah. Typical Americans! You think it's all about you! That was mean. Doesn't really matter. Same color, some of the decorative, doesn't really matter. Isn't it? Yep. Okay, so that's done. And now there's no comments on it, or at least it's not oranged. And we have time to look at one more thing, which is the airfield. Commodities, get out of here. Don't be rude. You are being rude right now. How dare you? Right, the airfield. Ah. Right. Yeah, so this is, it's too small for the amount of planes on it. Alright, so... this is probably one of the oldest fortresses submitted, so this needs a do-over. Planes need to actually fit on the airfield. Yes, I know. I know that's a big ask. So what we could do is we could literally just steal bits off the Amphitasma airfield. Could use use the Amphibious airfield assets. Yeah, of course, this looks a little funny. I know that this is what Niter does. And also, what are these? That is the dragon and the sparrow. And we just need to note that planes need to be updated as per their notes. There we go. It's a perfectly sized landing strip. Yeah, for ants. Your ugly is still pretty good looking. My ugly. Wait, this is yours, Orange? It is! Yeah, it just looks funny, especially after you've encountered the... This does look very pretty, it just is kind of squished. Literally all that needs to happen is that the runway needs to be... Is this solid? No way! Oh my word! Ha, this is, very solid. Oh yeah, we also need to cut down on block count, I think. There's a lot of beams in here. Alright, so... Airfield, as per their notes, and... Can... Beamify a bit to reduce... block count. Yeah, it's not that big, but, you know... The more the merrier. Alright. Alright, so we got... Aha! Aha! Desub-object the Diggo. Desub-object it! Although that is very pretty, I like it a lot. Oopsie daisy. Desub-object the Diggo. Very good. Very, very good. Alright. You know what's a good idea? Turn the UI back on. And what's over here? Is there more spinny things? I love this. That's a good looking meat. God damn, that's some fine looking meat. Yep, same thing over here. Yeah, this is definitely one of the older ones, because I think Orange, you've cottoned on some time ago to the whole, using the prop hub deco. The HQ is at least one subfield needs to be changed. Probably all of them. Is there part for ammo? Wouldn't be surprised if that's the case for... Oh yeah, probably. Well, that's why we're looking at them. Ah! Help! I'm stuck on the thing! And my Twitch player froze again. Perfect. Oh, I love it! You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round. Right, that's all the notes I have on the airfield, I think. We're not particularly fussed about how this does in combat, because it's a fortress. It's not meant to be... It's not a defensive fortress either. Okay. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. Right, and there. And click, and reset. And whoopsie daisy. Alright, airfield. Airfield. Field. SR. Jolly good. I'll give you the most recent version of the dragon if you want. Do you have a craft library that we should probably use? Okay, that's the 2-hour mark. As apologies for not shouting out Necroboy Blue, because I don't remember if we actually managed to do that, we should raid them. What is they doing? Vintage Story. I don't know what that is. We should go do that. And I got so many VODs to deal with. Alright. Usual story. If you have managed to survive watching the stream VOD later on YouTube, please do subscribe, because the VOD channel needs all the subscriptions it can get. I'll be very grateful. Thought that jet was placed with the Vigan. Yeah.
Yeah, problems. I really need to poop, so I need to end this stream. I am not shout out, you stupid bastard. Ah! Raid! Raid! Shadow Legends! It was terrible, like, it was terrible. I had the urge the other day to re-download Raid Shadow Legends, and then thankfully, my friend talked me out of it. Neko Boy Blue. There we go. Are other used sub-vehicles already in use, then add extra only foreign craft? Yep, makes sense. Also has a nice faction consistency. Alright, we are raiding. Let us go. Let us go not raid Shadow Legends, but raid Neko Boy Blue. Much better gacha game. Give him your money. Neko Boy Blue is not pay to win. No, sir. Neko Boy Blue is to win. Alright, see you everyone. See you tomorrow for more of the same, pretty much. You know how this goes. And take care. Bye!